Hi, I'm Miriam, and I'm doing this video so that art docents will have something to watch about step-by-step for art docent lessons. If you couldn't attend the training, this is kind of what this is for. I'm just going to go over the step-by-step on the guide that I had sent to you all. So essentially, the lessons begin in October, and we do lessons once a month from October through about May or June, just kind of depending on how you want to do it. And the lessons take about 50 to 60 minutes. And I would allot about 15 minutes before and then after for setup and for cleanup. And less or more depending on your materials. It's going to be a little bit longer cleanup if you've got paint, water cups, paint palettes, all that has to be washed and dried and returned to the art closet, so that will take a little bit longer. So basically, step by step. First, you need to coordinate your date and time with the teacher and your co-art docents if you have them. And once you have that date secured, you should go to the art docent closet, which is located across from Diane Davenport's office in the library. And there is, inside the closet, our area is right when you walk in the closet, there is, you kind of go right a little bit, and it's a big corner, and that is our area, and that little wall that's right there, right inside the door. And on that door, on that wall, you'll see a calendar that I've taped up. And on that calendar, if you could write, on the day of your lesson, write the time. Let's say 1 to 2 o'clock in Mr. Caroon's class, and the lesson you are doing is contemporary colors. That way, let's say another teacher or another docent of that same grade is thinking about doing that same exact lesson for that same exact grade, then they'll see that, oh gosh, I can't use contemporary colors because, so-and-so's got it from 1 to 2, and they'll have to make, other arrangements. So do that for sure. And then, because there's only one lesson packet per particular, lesson topic that will be used. I would say around 2 weeks before your lesson, go to Rockwell's website, and on the left side on the column, there's PTA. Under PTA, there is art docent materials, and on that page, you can go to that page and you can download your lesson plan. Now, it's just a PDF file. You can download it, and it's your personal working copy. You can write on it, do whatever you want to it. You can't alter the file because it's a PDF, but you can write on your notes, and if you want to do extra research or whatever, or just pick out the points that you want. And we do this because, like I keep reiterating to everybody, we cannot take the lesson packets home, not the booklets, not the disc inside, and not the packet at all. We can't, because there are, 45 art docents, and there's one of me. I cannot police and watch for everybody who's got it, who doesn't. So we've kind of got to do the honor system and just leave those there, and you can download the lesson from the website. So with your downloaded copy, let's say you've got a hard copy that you've downloaded, a great thing to do with it, especially if this is a whole new thing for you that you haven't done art docenting before, is feel free to practice out loud. Talk, read the points that that you want to talk about, and you can do, like I said, you could do optional research on the topic, add your own information, or you may just focus on a few points. Some of the lessons for the older grades have a lot of information. Like, you'll look at the lesson plan, and it's like just a ton of text. And that might be a lot for the kids. You might just want to focus on 3 or 4 major points that you want to talk about with, with them, and focus on those. And then, you can use the lessons text verbatim. You might want to just rehearse it a few times so that you're not reading, because if you are in class and basically reading the lesson out loud, the kids are just going to be like, they'll be bored. They won't be able to pay attention if you're basically just reading them, the stuff right from the page. So rehearse it a couple times or so until you're comfortable with it, and you've got it, somewhat familiar to you, and it will be more effective for the kids that way. And then with the lesson plan, you can also choose your art project that you want to do. Now, each lesson topic gives you 2 to 3 art projects to choose from. So pick the one that, that you like. If you think that the kids are really going to enjoy it, or you just really want to teach that particular do that project, or you are comfortable with using those materials, just that's fine. Just pick whichever of those you like. And you can also change it a little bit. You don't have to do it exactly as they say. I mean, stick to the points of the lesson if you're talking about complementary colors or vertical or horizontal lines, that kind of thing. Stick to the lesson's topic. But if, let's say, the lesson requires you to get 14 gauge wire, and you've got to do cut the wire in pieces and then glue them on, and I don't know, I don't think there's anything that complicated, but just in case, feel free to alter it and say, I'll just use paint, or I'll just use pastels or cut paper. You can alter the materials as well. So around 2 weeks before your lesson, you should go check the closets for the art materials to make sure that you're going to have what you need. There's 2 places to check. One is the general supplies closet, which is, the school supplies, and that closet is across the aisle from where the mailboxes, the teachers' mailboxes, are in the front office. So just go in there, and that's the general stuff. It's, construction paper and, basic glue and color pencils, that kind of stuff. Just the basic stuff. And then in the art docent closet, in that corner, we've got everything else there that's kind of more specialized materials for our lessons. If there's something that you need in your lesson and you can't find it in either closet, please let me know right away. 2 weeks would be really great. A week and a half to 2 weeks would really be great. You can let me know, and I will absolutely do my best to try and get that stuff for you at the best price. I mean, I have deals with, Blick and coupons from Michael's and Ben Franklin, that sort of thing, and I will, try to get it, the best way and the best price. We work with a certain budget, and I really try to stick to that budget to maximize what we can get with it. One thing is, do not buy supplies without prior authorization from me. If, I get an email from you and you say, oh, I wanted to do this one lesson, so I bought, 45 foam balls at Ben Franklin, and I bought this glitter, and I bought this and that, and, how do I get reimbursed for this, $35? Likely I will say, I'm sorry, I can't, I didn't have, knowledge about this, and if I didn't give you prior authorization, you just kind of have to consider that a donation to the art docent program at Rockwell. So don't do that. Also, do not take supplies and set them aside, days or a week or so ahead. Like, okay, I want this clay, so I'm going to, take it home or put it in the classroom or that kind of thing. Please don't do that, just because in the interim, before, your class, somebody else might need that. And, so don't take supplies and stash them somewhere. We have enough in our budget to get things as we need. I just need to know ahead of time. And the size of the art project, oftentimes they will suggest an 8.5 or an 11 by 14 piece of paper. I would really suggest to you that you cut that in half. I mean, for the younger grades, it's, even half of the 8.5, and you can use the paper cutter in in the school office, right? It's next to the closet. There's a huge work table there, a copy machine, that kind of thing, in the kitchenette. I would suggest cutting it smaller, just because, and especially if it's a project where the kids have to really fill out the whole piece of paper, because little kids, they get intimidated. If it's, you've got to fill this and color this in. It's intimidating when it's a huge piece of paper or even bigger than this. So, you cut it in half like this. If it's something where they've got to really fill it up, cut it in half to a smaller piece, and they will be more comfortable with that.